My name is Janusz Tabola. I specialize in treating tinnitus for many years, working at Metro Hearing and Tinnitus Treatment Clinic. This video is different. It's about all those business owners, people holding upper-level management positions, highly effective professionals who are having high levels of anxiety and stress. This video is made for you. It can change your life. So please watch this video as it starts right now.
Are you constantly busy with work, running a business, or holding a high-level management position? Do you know that tinnitus might be a sign that we are pushing ourselves too hard and fast? If this is you, you must watch this video. It may change or even save your life. Did you know that even a slight tinnitus, as we call it using the Tinnitus Handicap Inventory Scale, can have a big impact on people's lives? It's true. Tinnitus is changing the lives of almost everyone who has this condition. Now, here's something important to keep in mind. As tinnitus sufferers, we're not oblivious to the fact that something is going on. We can sense those slow changes happening within us. But the pain can reach such extreme levels that we do start to lose care. All those arguments and disagreements that happen without a real reason, it's like a never-ending cycle of tension. What's truly heartbreaking is how this condition widens the space between people who used to be so close. It's important to remember, though, that this condition is not just about noise. Tinnitus is actually changing our brains and our minds. This is not something people can simply fix themselves. Tinnitus has the power to transform us into someone almost unrecognizable. It's like we've become strangers in our own skin. The persistent presence of chronic tinnitus at a certain level can significantly impact the performance of busy professionals and their cognitive abilities. To all professionals who have discovered tinnitus, and especially are dealing with chronic tinnitus presence, we have just one piece of advice. Do seek out effective therapies or treatments to help mitigate tinnitus's impact on your professional work. Some videos on our channel tell you what and how you should approach this problem. In this video, we will discuss why taking care of chronic tinnitus as quickly as possible is especially important for all successful and busy professionals with many responsibilities who often hold upper-level management or executive-level positions. In addition to their daily workload and job responsibilities, these individuals have family commitments and other obligations. Indeed, we are focusing on people for whom stress has nearly become a way of life. Regrettably, a significant proportion of them might eventually face a nervous breakdown, feelings of burnout, symptoms of clinical depression, emotional collapse, or even cracks in their overall well-being. Keep an eye out for signs that indicate heightened levels of chronic stress and anxiety, which could lead to a potential nervous breakdown and even the onset of depression, all in conjunction with the presence of tinnitus. These warning signals include low self-esteem, fearfulness, irritability and nervousness, excessive worrying, helplessness and loss of control, anger issues, social withdrawal, loss of interest, anxiety and panic attacks, unexplained sadness, dangerous thoughts, like entertaining thoughts of self-harm or even suicide. These are all potential signs that the combination of chronic tinnitus and ongoing stress might be taking a toll on mental and emotional well-being. The concept, as we are all well aware of, and as demonstrated in our videos, is supported by substantial evidence. Tinnitus is often observed to follow or coincide with periods of heightened stress. As you can see on the screen, the research findings confirm and tell us that in 75% of chronic tinnitus cases, the onset can be connected to high stress and anxiety levels. Also, more and more studies indicate a clear connection between tinnitus presence and cognitive abilities. This connection is much more visible when elevated levels of stress and anxiety caused by tinnitus are present in addition to work-related stress and anxiety. This particular type of tinnitus is increasingly associated with a range of issues and sometimes even forces certain professionals to stop working altogether. Looking at the screen, you can see some severe tinnitus symptoms as measured by the tinnitus handicap scale known as the THI scale. However, the list of symptoms doesn't include two common elements known to be present in the vast majority of patients. These are high stress levels, or even anxiety, experienced by almost continuously by the sufferers, and decreased tolerance to sounds. Please remember that as human beings, we aren't inherently equipped to manage prolonged stress effectively. This is a situation which, over some time, will result in some severe symptoms, as you've heard a short while ago. If you notice more than 3 symptoms from our list, we strongly recommend seeking professional help, starting with talking to your family physician. Considering the added presence of tinnitus caused by anxiety or long-term stress, along with other contributing factors, we must do our best to address both concerns. It's worth noting that tinnitus is known for causing additional stress and anxiety levels, leading our situation to worsen rapidly.
That's why, as we try to understand the true nature of tinnitus and why it behaves in certain ways, it's essential to know the role and significance of the limbic system. It influences whether we are aware or unaware of the presence of tinnitus, which can range from being extremely annoying and loud to less noticeable, and at the end making it challenging for us to pinpoint. What makes the difference is this understanding that the brain's limbic system is responsible for most emotional processing. Individuals with an anxiety disorder are known to have abnormally high activity levels in these areas. Now, please remember that most tinnitus sufferers experience high levels of stress and anxiety caused by tinnitus presence. On the other hand, any additional source of anxiety or stress present in our lives is known to have a dramatic effect on the awareness and strength of tinnitus-related symptoms by increasing what we could call a basic level of the limbic system activity to a much higher level. So what that means for us is that not only stress and anxiety are known to be responsible for 75% of tinnitus onset, but in fact, it's a combination of what we could call a based load of stress, which we can experience in our life daily in addition to stress and anxiety caused by a tinnitus presence. This mix can be very devastating to the tinnitus sufferer. This is why scientific research tells us that anxiety and tinnitus are linked to many conditions. People with tinnitus often live lives filled with high levels of stress and anxiety, affecting them on a daily basis. Constant tinnitus by itself, which is nothing but this abnormal activity in some parts of the brain, can disturb in many ways an individual's life and cause difficulty sleeping and focusing, but it can also trigger worsening episodes of anxiety and depression, as some other factors can even greatly increase this abnormal activity. So to have this good understanding of the chronic tinnitus condition, we need to remember that our actions can make all the difference. Our attitude toward tinnitus and emotional response can be as negative as expected, or we can try to learn to be calm and more relaxed by understanding the nature of tinnitus. We're not trying to tell you this would be nice and easy to do. There are many tools modern psychology has at its disposal, including widely recommended cognitive behavioral therapy. This is why our clinic has a registered psychologist and psychotherapist working with our tinnitus patients. Also, we are using elements or some of the 12 different therapies proven to be effective and relevant to ensure the success of the tinnitus treatments, especially when we have to work with some other problems, such as chronic anxiety. Based on our current understanding of tinnitus and over 15 years of experience working with thousands of patients, we are convinced that the psychological part of the treatment, often referred to as CBT, is a must element of successful tinnitus therapy. Our patients undergo training and education on how and why they should engage in the expected practices to succeed in working with their minds. We have many patients whom we refer to as distant patients coming from various locations in Canada and the US, especially when local professional tinnitus treatment clinics are not accessible to them. We strive to do our best to share all the required knowledge and expertise so that they can benefit from our therapies as our local patients in Ontario.
From our experience working with upper management, business owners, and individuals holding top positions within entire corporations, we have gained a wealth of experience in providing them with support through the right therapies and our expertise. With a team of highly qualified specialists, we are fully equipped to limit and eventually eliminate tinnitus symptoms and offer our patients the opportunity for a life free of stress. Our approach involves instructing them to manage challenges in their professional and personal lives. Not all clinics specializing in tinnitus therapy will have the personnel and professionals to work with this type of patient we are discussing. Still, we strongly recommend talking to the family physician to find a good psychologist or psychotherapist to supplement the TRT and CBT tinnitus therapy. Proper therapy or treatment program should have all the necessary elements, and they should provide the patient with a complete changeover process based on providing tinnitus sufferer with knowledge and abilities, allowing them to be much more efficient at work and much happier at home. With life coaching elements based on neuroscience and psychology, this program should be highly personalized and designed to broaden perspectives, teach patients all important life and work skills, and lead toward finding balance, happiness, and a sense of purpose. Tinnitus presence should be treated as a starting point, with the sound in the ears and all other symptoms of long-term stress and anxiety treated as a warning signs indicating a need for a change. Thank you for joining us for the next episode of our Tinnitus Expert Advice series. We consider ourselves tinnitus experts because you see, for more than 15 years, we have helped thousands of tinnitus sufferers with various types of tinnitus caused by different underlying problems or health issues. So we've gained valuable insights and knowledge throughout all these years, and now in our new series of videos, we'd want to share them with you. To ensure you get all of our future videos, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and leave comments on what topics you would like us to explore. Subscribing is quick, easy, and completely free.